Hi, I just wanted to say that this was a school project. My assignment was to explain something that I understood very well. And I played a lot of Builderman and Forsaken, so that's why I'm talking about him. Though I will say, take everything I say with a grain of salt. Even though I played a lot of Builderman, I'm not fully confident in everything I said. And I totally didn't put this in here just so I can calm my anxiety from uploading this video. Anyways, bye-bye! Builderman is a supportive survivor. Being able to place down a sentry to slow the killer down, and place a dispenser down to slowly heal the wounds that Builderman's fellow survivors have taken. It's very simple. Though the complexity of Builderman is less to do of his buildings and more where he places them. Now, placing a sentry in the killer's direct path is a huge inconvenience to them, and is still very effective. But if Builderman wants his sentry to be even more annoying, all he needs to do is place it a little bit towards the right of the direct path. This means the killer will either have to walk through the pain of bullet wounds, or redirect to deal with the sentry, which can be more effective than stunning the killer in all honesty. Because depending on where Builderman places his sentries, it can either be really annoying, or... like, come on, is this completely necessary? But if you want to know simple spots where Builderman can place his sentries, put them near looping spots. As not only will it do what I previously said, but if a killer is stubborn enough, they will constantly loop back to get shot by more baby bullets. We love baby bullets. Like, look at here. I see a looping spot, so I'm going to place down my sentry to make it very inconvenient to the killer later on. Which can... I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. Give me a remote. No! Ah! Not only will Builderman have to position his buildings, but he'll also have to position himself when placing them down. In other words, Builderman needs to be sure that the killer isn't close, as Builderman is immobilized for the duration of building his buildings. Did I say building twice? Which is 6 seconds, and that's plenty of time for Builderman to be punished. He can get punished by a lot of things. Mass infection, gushing wound, walk speed override, some scary spot, practically every ability in the game. So, what does Builderman do if the killer is running right at him and he's building a building? Well, there's only one thing he can do. Builderman's not the only survivor. Builderman's fellow survivors can protect them in case the killer decides to poke their head around the corner, and Builderman should return a favor. Don't you think? Nice deeds return nice deeds. It's good karma, eh? Builderman could do that with dispensers. Now, like I said, once a dispenser is placed down, it will slowly heal any survivor that is near it. And I really do mean slowly. But it isn't meant to heal quickly. It's meant to heal survivors during the downtime when they have nothing to do, and multiple of them, as dispensers can heal multiple survivors at once. But who cares about that right now? I want to talk about positioning this stupid thing. Now, positioning a dispenser is very important, because Builderman placing it in a crappy position does not only put the dispenser at risk, but any potential survivor that could be using it, which makes positioning a dispenser very important. Though I think positioning a dispenser has less to do with the map, though still important, and has more to do with the killers that everyone is going to have to deal with, as every killer plays and has to be tackled differently. I think the easiest example I can think of right now is 1X. 1X, the long-range killer. We love him. With 1X, it's important to place a dispenser on levitated areas, because placed on the ground with 1X around can... The fact that it rhymes is making my mind go weird. Can bring risk of 1X sniping the dispenser and anyone around it, taking all the healing progress that everyone may have had. How about John Doe? John Doe is a trapper, great at zoning and trapping survivors when in a bad position. And what could be more of a bad position than a badly placed dispenser? I think you get the point. Just try not to place dispensers in a place where John Doe can easily trap players, which honestly is kind of hard due to the way dispensers just work overall. But I don't got much to say on this. Good luck out there, I guess. Every killer has their own way of interacting with dispensers. Other examples like Nobody's Nova and Sixers, I forgot the name, Dash, though there is one killer who takes the longest to destroy dispensers. It's Slasher, like come on, what did you expect? This is due to Slasher being a close range killer, and I'm not even going to overcomplicate this, he just has no choice but to run the dispensers. This even goes for sentries, making him the weakest to deal with sentries. But that's not really a big deal to Slasher, as rarely anyone plays Builderman. Sure, there are Builderman mains. I was one of them. Though, I think I know why barely anyone plays Builderman. He's kind of boring. Once Builderman places his buildings, there's not really much for him to do afterwards. There's generators, but let's be honest, guest mains are going to finish those quickly, leaving Builderman with nothing to do. That's okay, honestly, because I think why some people main Builderman is the lack of interaction with the killer. When playing Sentinels, you interact with the killer the most because you're fighting back, which can kind of be hard and overwhelming for new players. But here's Builderman. He doesn't need to interact with the killer at all. His buildings are not him. Buildings are not Builderman. Buildings are not human. Buildings are everything, but not human. All Builderman needs to do is set up his buildings and relax, as his buildings are great help to his team with or without him there. Builderman is relaxing. Builderman is easygoing. And that's okay. And I don't know where to go with this. I'm ending it here. Okay, bye.
It's
Okay.
alive.
Let's see. Let's see.
If it's not alive, I swear. I
You suck at
quit!
this game.
I
You suck at this game.
quit!
You suck. You suck at this game. I'm
No!
gonna quit the game right now.
No!